All right. Hey guys, my name is Connor Bowman, and by the time I am done with this speech today, I hope you understand the habit I chose to work on during this this project, the progress I made, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two along the way. So, the habit I decided to work on during this course is habitually choosing to procrastinate large undertakings. So, what do I mean by like large undertaking? It can really be in anything I don't really want to do, something that takes a lot of effort, like something like a final project, workouts, schoolwork, anything you can really name. The common denominator between all the things is it just takes more thinking and doing than I'm willing to give at that like moment in time, right? So obviously that kind of stacks on top of each other. So like say I don't want to do my final project at 12 o'clock, and now it's like 2 o'clock because I have less time to do it. And I know it's gonna be even harder. It makes me want to do it less. So it's a negative cycle. It's not good. So for this project, we had to give our habit parameters for it at its best and worst. So here's my visual aid here. So assume this is no procrastination whatsoever. That would be the best. And then, oh no, sorry. This is no procrastination. This would be the best. Red circle's bad, green circle's good. Okay, no procrastination, all the procrastination. So at the worst of the spectrum, I would procrastinate even the simplest things of life, like eating or drinking. Spend all day on YouTube or Quora, two things I found myself to struggle with, or like anything with like a recommended feed. Like, oh, what's that? And maybe life in 5 years from now, I'll probably be in a minimum wage job. I'll hate myself, but I won't even put in the effort to fix it, and I'll get the very minimum out of life when I'm on my deathbed. I'm gonna be a little loser. So, at the very best, which is happy green circle here, I would never procrastinate anything. That's never obtainable. I don't think I'll ever be able to not procrastinate anything. I don't think it's a human capability. However, this would undoubtedly lead me towards like the most wildly successful career I could possibly imagine. Very wealthy, a life I love, and laying on my deathbed knowing I was a badass that took on the world. Do I think I'll be able to fully get in the green circle? No, but I'll definitely work towards it. I have no doubt the benefits that will rub off on me. So, where I was at the beginning of this journey, refer back to the visual aid. This is 100%, this is like 0%. I was probably right about here actually. I was like 7%. I don't procrastinate little things in my life. Well, actually, I will sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'll get stuff done if I have to. So, but at the beginning of this journey, in true procrastinatory fashion, I hadn't seriously taken a look at the final project until at least week 5. But I do have evidence of me procrastinating earlier in Module 1. One of the questions asked in the class was, how often do you find yourself trying to avoid situations? Which is procrastination. And I responded with, I rarely find myself trying to avoid situations. Sometimes when I know I have to let someone down or confront someone, I'll procrastinate for a few minutes, but I always get it done. It's kind of true. I also didn't really I got homework done pretty quick, but I had a post-wrestling rut of sorts. After wrestling season, I was trying to like go whole season. And then afterwards, I kind of fell into a laziness spiral. That was maybe like during like week 3 or 4. So yeah. All right. So then, my formula for moving this guy closer to the green happy circle was I implemented timers for me to work. So say I knew I had to do like math homework or whatever, but I wanted to take a break. So I said studying for my EMT test or something. I would read a textbook for like 25 minutes, take like a 5-minute break. So that way I'm not constantly taking like mini breaks and just ruining the productivity. I would set reminders on my phone for things to do. I would plan stuff out on that calendar right there. And so some experiences using that formula to move my guy towards the green happy circle. I fell off the wagon several times. I've definitely procrastinated a whole bunch during my progress. However, it's a bit of a hard-rooted habit for me. I've been procrastinating things for a long time. I think it's actually been beneficial for me in some ways because it kind of started, I imagine, like thinking back in the day, it started with having like, oh, well, there's a big project. Perhaps I'll wait to do that and I'll start on the thing I can do right now. It'll take not that long. And that's beneficial. And I still use that with homework, but it's kind of leached into kind of just pushing stuff off for no reason. That's just not good. So, however, some more experience during the formula. I have not missed a single workout during the last like 3 weeks. Except for, I missed one. That wasn't my fault. That was unrelated. So that has helped productive. So final results. My room is cleaner. I'm more productive. I am in better shape. And so where am I on the graph now? At the end of this, say this was here back in the day. There you go. Moving right here. Closer. Not a whole lot of progress, but if I keep at it, it's only going to get better, you know? So, plans for the future. Starting the day before I started planning out the speech, which was a couple of days ago, so that's good. Wasn't procrastinating that. I've implemented a dedicated working time during my schedule. Right after I get home from school or work or whatever, I get on it from 3 to 6 during the weekdays, and I've been doing that. It's 2:13 right now, so I'm actually ahead of the game, and so I think that'll do me pretty well, and that's my plan for the future. I'll keep that and see how that goes. So, another part of this assignment was to include emotional intelligence to-do items that relate to the habits you are working to modify. So, in the continue section, a to-do I have related to during the habit, organizing and outlining new steps, or next steps, sorry. Obviously, making plans and whatnot. I start, in the start category, demonstrate more strategic views, focusing more on the long-term outcomes, attending to big picture possibilities. By not procrastinating, I can do more of that stuff. Stop category, assuming that if something is not on your urgent to-do list, it is unimportant. That's kind of procrastination in a nutshell. Avoiding current conflicts, believing they will disappear in the distant future. It's a bit of an iffier one, but that kind of applies. And then jumping from project to project before the primary job is complete. Definitely guilty of that. So, in conclusion, limiting my procrastination has led me on a path of success that I hope to continue on. And kind of my lasting impression here. Hopefully, if you struggle with procrastination, you learned a thing or two from my presentation. Probably not a whole lot, but what can you do? So my advice, if I was to, I'm not very good at this, but I don't know. My advice would be to just stop procrastinating, because if you're trying to break the habit of procrastinating, inherently you have to do it right now. Otherwise, you can procrastinate it, right? So that's my word of wisdom for the day. I hope you guys have a good day. I am Connor Bowen, signing off. Kind of ended the course, so good luck with whatever English class you're taking next. Adios.